So now that Edge of Darkness isn't listed anymore, and the only package with access to PvE is the most expensive one, you only had two options. One, spend the $250 and a piece of your dignity to play the real-life shooting simulator, or two, go out and actually shoot stuff with your friends for the same amount of money, and you'd probably have a better time than, you know, playing Tarkov. But now, with the creation of a mod, you can get access to a PvE mode that also has co-op for only $50. And now you may be asking, isn't this whole PvE mode kind of gay? And the answer is, well, maybe, kind of. Yes, it is. Anyway, let us show you how to install it.
So let me start off by mentioning, as previously stated, single-player Tarkov is free for all Tarkov owners, but you must have it installed and on the same drive. That being said, I will show you how to install MPT, which is the multiplayer mod for single-player Tarkov. SPT is easy to install. All you have to do is download the launcher and run it. And if it does not work, wait at least 30 seconds and try again. Their servers are under heavy load due to a massive influx of players after the Scam Edition release for EFT. So here's the first thing first. If you are hosting this, this is what you will need to do. To get this to work, you will have to be able to port forward. And it is easy. If you don't have access to your router's admin panel, you can always download a free program to port forward, like Port Mapper. Links will be in the description below. So to port forward, you will need to set up two different ranges. One will be TDP and one will be UDP. So to port forward this, you will need to set up two different ranges. One will be TCP and one will be UDP. So for TCP, the port number will be 6969 and the UDP number will be 25565. You will also have to click allow when the firewall prompt pops up. That will be for both the host and the client. Don't worry. If you click deny, you can always go to your firewall settings, click advanced, and you can add a rule for exception. Now the rest of the setup is easy. You will download Project Fika, install it into your SPT folder by just dragging the bepinex folder and replacing the current file. Now run the AKI server.exe and let it generate all the necessary files. Once it has done that, close the server and go to the main or root folder and go to AKI data/server/configs and open the http.json. Change the IP to 0.0.0.0, then save it and close it. Now go to users, mods, Fika server, assets, configs, and open fika.jsonc. Open it with Notepad++. Here you will be able to change some of the certain built-in features, which you can find the description of each of them on the GitHub. I personally use the dynamic vxfills, which means it will automatically scale vehicle exfills to the max players in the raid. Now open AKI server.exe and wait for this to finish loading. This is what you should see. Now your friends, the clients, can connect to you, the host, by using your WAN IP, which you can find linked in the description. Now for the clients, friends who aren't hosting, all you have to do is download the Fika mod and install it like normal. Run the AKI launcher.exe and click settings, and just replace the IP address in it to the host's WAN IP, which I showed earlier in the video, and then you are done. Now here's just some things to note and some for you to watch. First things first, there are client-side mods like Backdoor Bandit, but even if you have it installed, the host must also install it or it will not work. Some mods, like Bluehead AIO, are server-side. If the host has it installed, it will be installed for you. Second thing to note is that all profiles are going to be saved on the host computers, not the client's computers. So if the host shuts down the PC or the server, you will not be able to play on that profile unless the client sends you your profile JSON file that can be found in users/profiles. Then you drag and drop it into your client-side files. Then you can play alone by replacing the IP back to the default in the launcher settings. The default IP is 127.0.0.1. Third, you are most likely going to have this on an SSD because loading into raids can take a long time and the host can time out. Not guaranteeing you'll have to be on an SSD, but I had to. Hard drives did not work for me. And fourth, even playing on my friend's server, Chronic, who lives well away in the United Kingdom, I have experienced no lag and no desync, which is absolutely mind-blowing. All in all, the mod has so many insane features, and I'm still finding new features every day, so download and enjoy this. There's no wipes, no cheaters, no bullshit. It's all configurable as shown by the BepInEx menu that you can open just by pressing F12. Now go out there and enjoy a free, wipeless, cheaterless Tarkov in any fashion you wish to enjoy and customize it. All without having to pay $250, your dignity and your soul and firstborn child for a scam edition of the game. Thank you guys so much for all the views on my last video. Your support has been absolutely amazing. Love you all, and if you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. I'm going to start to try and upload more regularly, possibly once a week on Wednesdays from now on.
On a more lighthearted note, go support Kaida. Let's make sure this does not happen again. And on an even more lighthearted note, I guess, I'm not gonna upload for the next weeks or so, just because I'm a little stressed, and as you can see, I've been editing some of Kaida's content, so that's where you'll probably see me for the next months or so, until I think of something to upload.